taking you guys with me on an Instacart batch. Let's go. Before I leave, I have to make sure I have everything I need. Number one, I start with my goal. I look at my goal, make sure I can hit it today, and time manage accordingly. So we're good there. And here we go. I have my portable phone charger, mask, my sunglasses, my coffee, my phone, and my keys. So I'm ready. Okay guys, I'm about to head to the store, and right now on my screen there are 6 batches available. I'm not going to swipe on these yet. I'm going to wait till I get to my favorite store, sit in my parking lot so I can get the best batch down there. So stay with me because we're going to head there right now. All right, I am in the parking lot now, and as you can see, I had 6 batches, but that went down to 1. But while we're waiting for a batch, I just wanted to click onto my How Am I Doing section of the app. And as you can see, I am at a 5-star rating, 64 ratings total. So because I'm at a 5-star, I'm fortunate. Let's hope that I can see better batches today. So let's go back to the dashboard. And right now there's only 1 batch available. And it's not bad. It's 22 items, $24, and my rule of thumb is I like to take $1 per item, but the distance is 5.7 miles, so I'm going to hold out for a little while longer. I like to be patient. Just for kicks, let's see what the tip is. That's a $9 tip, and yikes, the batch is gone. So just like that, they go. But again, I'm pretty selective, and right now there are none, so stay tuned. This is an example of a batch I would never take. $23 for a double batch at Costco. Check this out. That's a 15-mile drop-off, and it's a $5.70 tip. 70-cent tip. But the problem with this batch is I don't know what that second customer is going to tip. So that is a no-go for me. Even though it's 12 items, it's a double batch. I steer clear. You guys know this requires a mighty game of patience. I'm willing to be patient to get a batch that makes sense for me. A lot of times we play the scroll game all day long, and at some point I will break down and take one of these batches. It is a Wednesday also, and Wednesdays in my area aren't the greatest for me. Sometimes I'll look at the best time to shop, and as you can see, Wednesday, December 9th, the Wednesdays here are not as good as the Thursdays here, so again, I have to be patient if I want to hit my goal, and it just requires a little more waiting out in the field. Oh. I don't know if you saw this, there was a $40 one that popped before I could even scroll. It was gone, so I didn't even have an opportunity to look at it. When you're out here, you guys know this, you just have to be on it. You look away for 1 second to wave to a neighbor, you're done. Oh, here we go. Not good. Oh wait, here's one I'm gonna take, you guys. $19, 9 items, it's a $12 tip. This isn't bad. I'm going to take this one for video purposes and for batch tutorial purposes so that you can see. This is Michelle, 9 items, 13 units, not bad. We're gonna start navigating right now. Okay, I just pulled up to the parking lot of my location, got there quickly. I also like to park when I can near a cart return so it's quicker on the other end of this. So we're done navigating. First thing I do is you go to the customer's order and you hit the little I in the right hand corner, and I always look at the customer notes. This note states, please leave on porch, please. Leave on porch, please. So I've got it. I also want to do a quick review of the items she's getting. Only 9 items, and I did that intentionally for the sake of this video. So these are the 9 items she needs. I'll scroll quickly. I go to the produce first. She wants asparagus, broccoli, blueberries, no problem. This is where I look to see if there are deli meats, because if there are deli meats, before I even swipe to start shopping, I will grab those first. But this is a really easy order, just some chicken and produce pretty much. So yeah, nothing to it. Let's go in. Looking back at this video, the audio was muffled because of the mask I was wearing, so I am doing this voiceover so you can clearly hear what I am saying. So here I am. I grabbed a bunch of plastic grocery bags, which are easily accessible, and I'm getting ready to choose the best asparagus I can find. She wants 2, and this is my asparagus tip. I am wrapping the tips with the grocery store plastic bags securely, and I'm going to do both of them this way. I actually received a bad rating once because I wasn't careful with the asparagus. The tips broke off, so not gonna happen again. If you haven't tried this, I recommend it. Customers appreciate you taking this extra step and going the extra mile for them, and then no worries. So definitely try it. All right, I grabbed as much produce as I could before I start swiping to begin the shop, and I'm over at the scale getting ready to weigh my produce. But first, I am sending the customer the introduction email message that we send through the chat, letting them know who I am. Very friendly. I always choose a professional greeting and send an emoji before I start actually scanning the items. It's so important, you guys. So here I am at the scale. First item to be scanned are the blueberries. Check. Now I am going to scan in the asparagus. As you guys may or may not know, you don't have to weigh the asparagus because it's already pre-weighed at 1 pound. I have 2 of these, so I'm putting in quantity of 2 and adding in 2 pounds for the weight, and those are done. Asparagus is really easy. Just remember to wrap them. And now I am grabbing the broccoli crowns. She wanted 2 of them. It's more important when you are weighing your produce, to be very accurate and go by what is on your scale and not by what is on the app. Be completely accurate. Weigh your produce and go by what is on the scale. Even if you're a little over or under, that is really what matters. So definitely be careful at the scale. Just be accurate. Next up is the Eat Smart Kale Salad Kit, and I can already see from a distance that I don't see this exact brand. You guys know we get very familiar with what is in a grocery store. So I'm going to see if she has a replacement, which this customer ends up having a replacement. One thing I want to point out though, a lot of times they change the packaging on salad kits. So this one, I know the title was right. It's scanned in, so it is correct. Always though, another quick tip, check the expiration date to make sure you're pulling the farthest date out. All right, now we have, I believe, 5 items left to go. So here I am, I'm just passing in the meat department, and normally I would never get the meat until I get the rest of the groceries. Meat is last, but in this case I have 5 items to get, so I'm here. Let's just get it done. This customer is asking for 2 pounds of the Big Y chicken thighs. I'm looking through these packages and noticing that there are 1 pound packages, a little over 1 pound. So I'm going to have to grab her 2 packages. Again, she's asking for 2 pounds. And if you're a customer and you want 2 pounds and the shopper gives you 1, that is definitely cause for concern. So instead of being under the weight, I'm grabbing her 2 packages, and the packages are a little over 1 pound each. So I'm going to get my calculator out here and be very precise in my measurements, my weight total here. I'm just adding up the poundage. So I'm getting her 2 packages, and the weight turns out to be 236. She wanted 2 pounds. So we're a little over, but in my opinion, it's way better to be over than under. But really, what's important here is to be very accurate when you are weighing your meats. It is critical. And then when I am done entering the total, she has the opportunity to refund. But in this case, I think we're going to be okay. We're a little over. Again, better to be over than under. And here I am packaging the meat. I always keep my like meats separate. I always use the bags that are provided to put the meat in there. Customers appreciate it. It's another touch point. It shows that you care. And let's get this done. Next up is the minute rice. Here I am looking for the minute rice. A quick tip: I go for the price. There's always different sizes with the different prices, so look for the closest price you can find, which is what I'm doing in this case. You can't see, but that has saved me a lot of scanning the wrong item. So there we go. I'm heading down to my cart, but wait for it. Keep waiting, because when I get to the end of the aisle, I realize that the box is completely damaged. I mean, you may not think that's bad, but I'm pretty picky about the quality of the groceries, including the boxes. So here I go backtracking. Ugh, I hate that. Up next is the salad dressing. Is it just me, or does salad dressing stress anyone else out? It does me, because there are so many of them. So here I am looking for a Ken's salad dressing. What helps me is to go by color, like color. So here I am searching. Again, it's stressing me out, but here I go. I found it. Scanning it in. I go by the price. It's always a couple cents, a few cents off, but I, again, go by price. There it is. 2 more left to go. Let's go. Now on to the dairy. This customer wants 4 packs of yogurt, which are usually kept on the bottom shelf near the yogurt, of course. Here I am scanning both of them in. Make sure you are also checking the expiration date and the condition of the yogurt. A lot of 4-pack yogurts have a lot of damage sometimes. Also, quick tip: the customer does see what order you scan your items in, so it's very important that you do the cold items last along with the meats. Just wanted to add that in. Last item, onto the intimates table, my favorite. So here, this customer is asking for a mixed variety of donuts, which you can see me looking for right here, and they do not have them anywhere. Intimates is funny because it kind of sells out pretty quickly in the day. Probably because they're donuts. Anyway, I'm going to go on to the customer's second choice to see if there is a replacement that she is asking for. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm looking through the replacement, and I am not finding that as well. Well, I'm actually finding something that I think is the replacement. So here you can see, there it is. I'm going to scan in an item, which I think is the one she wants. And it's not. Don't you hate when that happens? So luckily for me, she has another replacement listed. That is her third choice. And I do believe I'm going to be able to find this item. And I'm scanning that right here. Let's see if this works. Wait for it. You guys know when that's the best feeling in the world when they have the item. So there it is. So now we're good to go. Yay. I just finished scanning in my last item, and now before I go to the checkout, I'm going to send the customer a message letting her know that I just completed her shopping, and unless there's anything else she would like at this time, I'm heading to the checkout, and I will be en route shortly with your groceries. It has been my absolute pleasure shopping for you today. Please stay safe. Okay guys, I just finished the drop off, no problem. She waved to me from the door, perfect, nice, no problem at all. They're not always like that though, and you guys know. So on to the next. And as you can see, there is more opportunity for the taking, but I'm going to continue to be patient. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that shop with me video. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day. Let's go, I have work to do.